You're staring at a DeFi paradox? We crave transparency, yet the moment every trade and strategy is public, profits leak like a sieve. Now picture a layer 2 that flips that script, processing 56 million transactions in under 3 months, onboarding more wallets than Base or Arbitrum did in their early days, and doing it all while shrouding the juicy bits in cryptographic secrecy. That L2 is COTI V2, and the chart in front of you is coiling for a move the herd still can't see. Stay with me for the next few minutes. You'll find out why garbled circuits might outpace zero knowledge, where the smart money is taking profits, and how to ride the wave without marrying the bag. Let's dive in. DeFi radical openness was a virtue. Right up until bots began front-running every whale, swaps leaked your entire playbook, and crypto Twitter detectives mapped wallets faster than you could hedge. The COTI News HQ thread lighting up your feed calls it transparency to the point of being broken, and they're right. If you want evidence, remember how a single MEV bot extracted 7 figures from a curve pool in under 60 seconds. Privacy is no longer a nice-to-have, it's survival infrastructure. Most builders reached for zero-knowledge proofs or trusted hardware, but COTI chose garbled circuits, a battle-tested cryptographic method re-engineered for real-time smart contract execution. According to the same thread, zk is elegant but slow. T's centralize risk, and fully homomorphic encryption is still a science project. Garbled circuits, on the other hand, keep compute on-chain, stay composable, and crucially scale. Messari's DCC, or Decentralized Confidential Computing Ecosystem Map, now plants COTI in the garbled circuits quadrant next to Soda Labs. A quiet nod that heavyweight researchers agree this tech is production-ready. Let's ground the narrative in hard on-chain data. The Block Scout dashboard you're seeing lists 1.3 million blocks, a 5-second block time, and gas fees so low they make Base blush. More impressive, 55 million transactions and 2.7 million addresses in just 76 days. A viral tweet stacked those numbers against rivals, zkSync, Base, Arbitrum, Optimism, and COTI tops the chart. Momentum in DeFi often starts with wallet growth, so when the curve bends up this early, liquidity isn't far behind. Shift your eyes to the weekly chart. For almost 2 years, price has respected a broad symmetrical triangle. Higher lows grinding against a stubborn descending ceiling. In April, we sliced through the inner downtrend line, tagged 9 cents, then cooled to today's 6-cent range. The pullback is textbook. Price kisses the old resistance, tests conviction, and preps its next leg. Visible range volume shows dense demand right here, while Fibonacci RSI momentum histogram is bending up from oversold. Fibonacci extension paints an initial magnet at 13 cents, then 19 cents, 27 cents, and a moonshot at 42 cents if sentiment really flips. A weekly close under 4 cents would kill the setup, no hopium past that line. Speed and privacy are nice, compliance is critical. That's why the European Central Bank tapped COTI as a pioneer partner in the digital euro pilot. Selective disclosure means auditors see what they must, no more, no less, while everything sensitive stays encrypted on-chain. The tweet storm from COTI Foundation makes it plain. Garbled circuits let central banks model conditional payments without sacrificing user privacy. Big Four firms like KPMG and Accenture are already involved. When traditional finance scouts rails for private RWAs or CBDCs, they go where regulators feel safe, and that shortlists COTI. Ecosystem progress is following the playbook. Treasury V2 went live in May, upgrading to seamless MetaMask deposits and ERC20 support, meaning whales can stake, boost, and withdraw without bridging friction. 2 weeks earlier, Hyperlane enabled wrapped Bitcoin and wrapped Ethereum on COTI, bringing blue-chip liquidity directly onto the network. Each integration nudges total value locked higher, which attracts more apps, which loops back into transaction metrics. Remember, DeFi loves reflexivity. Once that flywheel spins, price action often runs ahead of fundamentals before gravity returns. Perfect for traders with disciplined exits. Here's how I'm approaching it. Position size stays modest until we defend the triangle's base once more or invalidate it. My first trim sits a hair below the 382 fib at 13 cents, banking 30% of the stack. TP2 releases another 40% near 19 cents. TP3 frees 20% just under 28 cents. And TP4 leaves a moon lotto up at 42 cents, where the 1618 extension intersects the prior breakdown level from 2022. Should the weekly candle settle under 4 cents, I'm out, no heroic holds. Remember, we're not here to hodl for life. COTI can still change the world while you pay yourself along the journey. If privacy-focused L2s steal the spotlight this cycle, COTI's garbled circuit bet could rewrite the DeFi playbook. And early positioning now, before mainstream narratives catch up, is where asymmetric returns lurk. Whether you trade the triangle breakout or dig in as a builder exploring confidential AMMs, the edge goes to those who understand both the tech and the tape. And speaking of edges, one recurring question I get is how to stitch these insights into a broader, yield-generating portfolio without drowning in white papers. That's exactly why I condensed years of DeFi trenches into DeFi Financial Freedom, the ultimate beginner's guide. It walks you through everything from liquidity mining traps to security hygiene, and it's priced at the cost of a coffee, $4.99. Grab it via the pinned comment, dive deeper into strategies we can't fully unpack on YouTube, and turn today's knowledge into tomorrow's passive income. If today's breakdown sharpened your view on COTI, destroy the like button so YouTube knows this is alpha worth sharing. Tell me in the comments, what's your COTI target, and do you think garbled circuits are the privacy meta? Or will zk still win the race? Don't forget to subscribe with the bell so you never miss a breakout setup. And if you haven't caught our episode on Polygon's ag layer surge, cue it up on the end screen now. The narrative threads together beautifully. See you tomorrow in the next chart.